Now, the National Democratic Congress has condemned reports of inducement and vote buying during the parliamentary primary in the Ayawaso East Constituency. The allegations come after delegates at the primary received 32-inch television sets from the campaign team of the then aspirant Baba Jamal. His team also distributed free-boiled eggs, leading to moments of jostling among voters. Meanwhile, in an official statement signed by the General Secretary of the NDC, Fifi, the party described acts of bribery as a direct violation of the party's values and principles. Or the party has announced the immediate launch of a full-scale investigations and pledged action against any candidate found guilty. Now we'll stay on the story and cross over to Zoom, where Mustapha Gbande, who's the Deputy General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, is yet to speak to us. Mustapha, thank you. Good evening to you. First of all, before we talk about the allegations of vote buying, let me pick your general impressions about today's elections. Conduct of pleas, since we recorded a zero violence.
Well, thank you very much, and good evening to our cherished listeners. I think that basically, proud to this contest, we expected nothing less of, good behavior, and we didn't expect any altercations. Today, let me thank the police on behalf of the party and the General Secretary in the meantime for their level of professionalism. There was no incident. And also let me thank the supporters of our party, who are the branch executives who went to cast their vote today. And as much as they were all supporting their various candidates, they behaved in a manner that demonstrated comradeship. And we are happy that after months of these primaries, we would be able to draw everybody to the table so that we can progress into the main election itself. And so we are very impressed, particularly with the way the police handled the election.
Right. Speaking about the election, now we know the outcome. Baba Jamal winning with just about 32 votes. We know that he is going into that by-election come March. But looking at how close the contest was, how are you going to rally all the contenders from the other side, the widow, to support Baba Jamal going into that election?
Well, for me, I think that Honorable Baba Jamal is an astute politician, very experienced, and a former member of parliament, currently serving as an ambassador to Nigeria. If you look at our sister, who also participated in the contest upon the demise of his husband, she's been touted as a very influential figure in the party, supported her husband at all fronts. If you look at the constituency chairman, who also participated, he's been holding the constituency for some time. And the other candidates, before the contest, they knew that one person would win. And so because the contest has not been too acrimonious, we will not have difficulty in bringing all of them together. And NIMA is characterized by unison after elections. By tomorrow, the party will now take measures to bring everyone to the table. The most important thing is that we must win that seat. We must get every single vote to consolidate the good governance, to consolidate the numbers we have in parliament, and to also make sure that even after the demise of our senior brother, who left us painfully, the constituency continued to benefit on the ticket of the NDC, championing development and growth in that constituency.
Right. So, Mustapha, now let's talk about the allegations of vote buying. We saw there's some 32-inch television sets being distributed to some delegates, allegedly from the camp of Baba Jamal. Now your party says that we're going to investigate this particular vote buying incident. But on the grounds today, we spoke to the chairman of the Greater Accra NDC, Nia Shimo, who said that, look, it is difficult to, control NDC delegates when, you know, they're giving out, you know, monies and all of that. How sure are you that this investigation that is going to come off would see some perpetrators brought to book?
First of all, let me state that a position to which the General Secretary issued a letter is a firm condemnation of any act of a sort, be it merely bribery or purported to induce a voter. Whichever way you see it, as long as most of these complaints came from the public, largely social media, because mind you, in the morning, we thought that this exercise was going to be peaceful, and so we have set out a system, and the General Secretary was in some other engagements. Most of us were also in some other places when we had complaints of alleged acts of vote buying and inducement. People were carrying TV sets as if they were coming from Black Friday. The party have decided that those pieces of information which were forwarded to us were worth of being investigated. And so a committee have been set to look into it thoroughly to ensure that the evidences provided were examined, video footages, pictures, and everything that came out of the election would be considered to enable us to make a conclusive stand as to who were engaged in activities of this sort. Let me also state that even the fact that we have decided to issue a statement is to give the public an assurance that the reset agenda is not only limited to government, but also it transitions our party into a better party where our rules, values must be upheld by each and everyone. It doesn't matter who you are. Once your conduct is found to undermine the collective stability of the party, the credibility of the party and our values, you will be dealt with according to the laws of the party. It doesn't matter who is involved. The NDC is a beacon of our democracy, and we are seen championing that democracy, and we have to be seen upholding the standard, and that is what the statement means.
Thank you very much, Mustapha Gbande, for joining us this evening. That was Mustapha Gbande, the Deputy General Secretary of the leading ruling National Democratic Congress, speaking to us there. But we'll still